Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Claire, and today I am setting up the week starting January 20th. So this is a Monday through Sunday week. So to start, I am just going to highlight the week that we are on. I like to have the little visual on the calendar. And often I forget to do that in the video and I wind up doing it off camera at the end. So we're nearing the end of the month. It's going very quickly. Hopefully you're kind of accomplishing your goals and on track with where you want to be. I'm a little bit behind the curve right now just because I've been under the weather, but starting to feel a little bit more optimistic kind of heading into these last couple of weeks. And so I'm just going to pull out my stickers here. I have a few that I'm wanting to add, and then I'm going to also pull some stickers from the back. So I'm just going to put these at the bottom while I remember. Sometimes I forget to add these kind of when I'm originally doing my setup, and then I need to go back after and do them. So if I just do them at the beginning, it means that they are here. And so as always, I'm going to use these little boxes as my YouTube video tracker. And I am aiming still to do one video each day of the week. And kind of going into that target knowing that I may not always hit 7 videos a week, but at least aiming to get close to that target. And then I had the to-do sticker that I wanted to put at the top here before I write anything and forget to add it. I think these are just really cute with the cursive. And then I'm going to add the one purple habit tracker that I still have left. All right, and then what I'm going to do first, actually, before I start pulling in these stickers, is I'm going to look at what I accomplished last week, look at what my goals are for the month, how I'm progressing, and what I'm going to aim to do. So as I've been doing every week so far this month, I'm going to keep the top as being a personal goals, the middle as business, and then the bottom as school. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that in right now. And so business is more just like anything professional related, not necessarily just my business. And then school at the bottom. So I did just film my week in review video as I was prepping to get ready to do this spread. So that should be up on my channel, if not already, very quickly. And so what I'm going to do is look at last week where I did decide kind of heading into the week that I wanted to do a little bit of a quieter week. And I actually forgot to check off the business goals. I did do that one last week. So looking at this, I kind of discussed in my other video that for my statistics course, I am going to be slowing down how much I'm trying to get done in a week. Trying to do the whole module and exam in a week is just overwhelming me because I'm a little bit stuck on the material right now and I need to go back and do some retroactive work to just make sure that I'm fully comprehending everything. So I think my goal this week is really just going to be that. It's going to be doing a bit of a recap week for my statistics, making sure I'm fully understanding the information, potentially doing some of these chapters, but that's not going to be my main priority. So I'm going to put that at the top. And for my goal, I'm just going to say review material and formulas. And we're at the point in the course where it's talking, I don't know if you know statistics, but it's talking about like p-values and z-values and c-values and all sorts of stuff like that. And I get the core of it, but in terms of some of the calculations, I'm just a little bit stumped. So I want to make sure that I understand that fully before I go into the next module. This one here is like group comparisons rather than one-on-one for the same material. So that's why I'm a little bit stumped. In terms of other school goals, I think what I might look at doing is a little bit of my ethics course, because I've already done the first module and I don't want to leave that so stagnant that I lose the material that I've already kind of studied. So I'm going to add ethics as well, and this will be a second priority for my school. But I think if all I'm doing is the reviewing of the material, then I'm going to do ethics, and I'm going to say start module 4. And as far as I get, it's great, but I just want to make sure that I'm keeping that momentum with the course. And then the other thing I wanted to work on, so for my portfolio, I've already done a cover letter that I need. I've done a lot of my outline for just transferring the information I already have. So in terms of my management 4711, I'm just gonna say work on mod 1, and as far as I get on that would be great, but just continuing to make a little bit of progress. And that's all that I'll be doing for school. I do need to follow up on this one as well. I'm just waiting for the approval outcome on if I can challenge the last course I've submitted a request to challenge or not, and then I'll really know like how I'm going to work through the last of my courses. Looking at my business stuff next. So in terms of these goals, just being out a lot of the month with illness, it's been a lot slower than I hoped it would be. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my website again for this week. And that was last week. That's been on for a couple weeks, but I just need to sit down and do that. It's one of those things that it's not going to take me very long to do. It's just a matter of actually sitting down and doing it. So I'll add that again. I'll also add my blog and my newsletter, which again, I'm aiming to start to do weekly, but I'm still ramping up. So right now it's probably more of a monthly or bi-weekly thing, but I figure if I add it every week, I'll keep it in the forefront of my mind. And then I also have daily YouTube, so that's going to be my goal again. And then looking at anything else for the business that I might want to add as a target. So my daily rituals course and my journaling course, I have already created the outline. So what I might add is to essentially go and create one of my course PowerPoints. And I'm not going to put which one, but I'm just going to see which one I feel like doing when I go to do it. Course PowerPoint, and just to start to get some of that framework into an actual PowerPoint that I can use as I progress and teach that course. For my personal, a big one that I'm wanting to focus on is I have 2 times walk, but I just really want to do more movement. So it might be walking, it might be something else. I've got a bunch of equipment here just in terms of like resistance bands. I've got a hula hoop thing, I've got a jump rope, I've got some weights, I've got a kettlebell, I've got a yoga mat, like I've got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to add the movement goal. And then I think I'm going to add create as well and just try to continue to tap into that. And then because for my reading goal, so I did read all 8 books that I'm doing, but I haven't done my nonfiction or my other physical. The nonfiction I'm reading right now is a physical book. So what I didn't really think about is if I read a physical nonfiction book, do I count that as both, or do I just count that as nonfiction and then still aim to read one of my physical books to get through that? And I think I'm going to do that, as in reading 2 books. So that means that my goal will be by the end of the month to finish my nonfiction book I'm reading, which is Working Genius. And then read one physical book from my bookshelf, and the one that I'm starting to read is Firefly Lane. So I think those would be my 2 goals. So I'm just going to put actually like the names of those books. And then the only goal here that I really have is like a daily one is my movement. So I'm just going to add that as my tracker. So this is where we're at for goals. So feeling pretty good about that list of stuff. I've made it a bit more flexible this week just because it's kind of my first week getting back into my newer routine that I'm kind of trying to start. So I'll kind of see how I progress as we go, and that I might be just as flexible with kind of the targets I'm setting. Next week, I might be more or less. So I'm going to see how this goes and how I want to update my approach based on that. So what I'm looking at here is I've just got this to do. I'm just trying to figure out placement for where I want to put it. And I might actually put it for today, which is Monday. And the reason I'm going to put this one here is I have a big filming day that I'm doing just for YouTube content. So I think that will be good. And then for these other ones, I'm really just going to work to balance out the spacing a little bit. I don't right now have like specific dates that I'm trying to do stuff, but I'm figuring if I balance where the stickers are, then I'll balance out my targets and my deadlines and everything that I'm trying to do in terms of finding balance in these 3 areas of my life. And then the other thing that I'm trying to do in life right now is giving myself a little bit of a break on the weekend. So essentially I've burnt myself out a little bit because I'm not really taking like full days or weekends to recharge. If you see like my prior videos, like I'm doing stuff every day in order to try to move things forward in my life. And I think what I'm realizing is I do really need like 1 to 2 days a week where I am able to just recenter, connect with myself, figure out what am I wanting to do. That being said, what I'm going to do is add in the weekend, I'm going to put it between the 2 days, but essentially this here, and I'm going to put it by personal so that I'm focusing on doing what I'm wanting to do kind of in my personal life. So if that's going for a walk, if it's going to the Japanese gardens that are by us, if it's doing anything like that, I might actually just add one beside each of the days. And just a little bit of a reminder for me to focus these 2 days specifically on the personal stuff, whether that's sitting and reading all day, whether it's doing nothing. However that winds up looking is totally fine. And then the other thing I wanted to do is just find, I think this one has some cute little circle stickers where it's just like little motivational stickers. So I'm going to add these ones as well. And again, I'm just going to add these kind of between the different sections rather than within the blocks where I'd maybe want to be writing. And then these are kind of cute. These stickers say me time and there's a block. So what I might actually do is add these as well to both Saturday and Sunday. And then on each of those days, just aim to do something that's specifically me time, that I'm able to focus on whatever I'm wanting to focus on. So I think that's really cute. And so this is where we have landed with the weekly spread, setting up, ready to go and plan my Monday, which I'm going to do right after this video. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell if you want to be notified every time that I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful week ahead.